Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. English BSc Annual 2009 Punjab University. Note: attempt any two questions from Section A. Section B is compulsory. Question number 1A. The Open Window by H. H. Munro is a story full of suspense and irony that keeps the reader's interest alive till the final sentence. Comment. Or point out the elements of suspense and irony that keeps the reader's interest alive till the final sentence in Open Window. Comment. 1b. Write brief notes on the following characters. 1. Mrs. Stapleton. 2. Frampton Nuttall. 2a. Leacock describes a health maniac as an obsessed person. How do people become obsessed? Are obsession always bad? 2b. Leacock uses exaggeration in the title of his essay. Where does he use exaggeration and why? 3a. How the Poor Die by George Orwell is a pathetical and critical description of the public ward of the French hospital. Discuss. 3b. How does the French hospital where Orwell stayed compare with the hospitals of England? 4a. What was Mrs. Baker's philosophy of life? How did it change in her old age? 4b. Why does the author feel forever out of touch with his mother? Does he feel equally out of touch with his children? Section B. Question number 5. Read and answer the questions in your own words. The tyrannical regimes of several dictators like Stalin, Mussolini, and Hitler form a very important part of our world history. Why don't we learn from this? Why don't we stop the continuing debate between the supremacy of despotism over democracy or vice versa? Democracy has attracted sport since the time of ancient Greece because it represents an ideal of justice as well as a form of government. The ideal and the practice of democracy are inseparably linked because rulers subjected to voter approval are more likely to treat the voter justly. Many of us may say that the ideal of justice and equality is easier said than done. I admit that our own country reflects this, but we still have the right to choose the election. All we need is the ability to face up to our rights and demand our rights fearlessly. In my opinion, we lack this fearlessness. In short, we lack true patriotism. Our Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, also encouraged the concept of democracy, and all of the our four caliphs following him based system of their government and administration on this form of government. But what about a country in which ruling party is a despot? What it what if it turns out to be a fascist? Then what choices are the citizens of the country left with if the natural rights of life, liberty and property are not guaranteed? The people have the right to overthrow the government. Questions. A. What was the Greek idea of democracy? B. What do we have in effective democracy in Pakistan? C. What was the practice of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, and the four caliphs in this connection? D. Make a précis and give a suitable title to it. 6. Write a survey report on wasteful expenditure on weddings with conclusion and suggestions. 7. Write an essay of 200 to 300 words. 1. Internet addiction. 2. Islamic society. 3. Indo-Pak relations. 4. Energy and important factors in Pakistan's economic development. 8. Translate into English. कुछ अर्सा पहले पाकिस्तान में इस सदी का सबसे बड़ा सैलाब आया। लाखों लोग बेघर हो गए, लाखों मवेशी मर गए। लोगों ने दरख्तों पर चढ़कर जान बचाई। बहुत से लोगों ने सैलाब से मुतासरा लोगों की मदद की बजाय इनके जेवरात छीन लिए। ऐसे लोग इंसान की शक्ल में भेड़िए हैं। अल्लाह हमें इनसे बचाए। Difficult words with meaning. Tyrannical, cruel, despotic regimes, the form of government, dynasty, dictators, absolutist, advisor, autocrat, supremacy, the highest authority, despotism, jabrana, absolution, caesarism, monarchy, ruling, हुकूमत, फैसला करना, cardinal, commanding, leading, fascist, फाशी, autocrat, baron, Emir, Kesser, Avarthu. Tie, to bind, a knot, a bow, बांधना. Inseparable, जो जुदा ना हो सके. चोली का दामन, as one, attached, conjoined. English BSc 2009 Supplementary, Punjab University. Attempt any two questions from Section A. Section B is compulsory. 1A. How does theme of the tale relate to the subject of language and culture? Discuss with reference to the last lesson by Alphonse Daudet. 1B. Does this patriotic tale of a French schoolboy make us conscious about the value of our own native language? 2A. What is the precise difference between emotional meaning and objective meaning? Emotional meanings. 2B. Why can't controversies in politics, morals, and religion be settled when emotionally toned words are used? 3A. What kind of life has been presented in this story? Do you find it ironical? August 2026, There Will Come Soft Rains by Ray Bradbury. 3B. What is the effect of the Teasdale poem in this story? Does its theme relate to the theme of the story? 4A. Do you agree with Win that excess TV viewing is a problem of the same magnitude as an addiction? 4B. What methods could parents or individuals use to prevent or lessen TV addiction? Section B. Question number 5. Read and answer the questions in your own words. At times, computers seem almost human. They can read hand-printed letters, play chess, compose music, write plays, and even design other computers. Is it any wonder that they are sometimes called thinking machines? Computers are being used in space travel. Rockets, satellites, and spaceships are guided by computers. Computers are being used in aviation. They are being used in the training of airline pilots. Computers also direct the flight of planes from one city to another, control their airspeed and altitudes, and even land them. Computers are being used in medicine. They are used in analyzing blood samples, in diagnosing diseases, and in also prescribing medication. They also keep records of tissue types of patients waiting for organ transplants. Even though they are taking over some of the tasks that were once accomplished by our own brains. Computers are replacing us, at least not yet. Our brain has more than 10 billion cells. A computer has a few 100,000 parts. For some times to come, then we can safely say that our brains are at least 10,000 times more complex than a computer. How we use them is for us, not the computer to decide. 1. How can we call computer thinking machines? 2. Describe some of the benefits of computers. 3. Why can't computers replace our brains? Give reasons. 4. Make up recipes and suggest a suitable title to it. 6. As a newspaper reporter, make a survey report on adulteration of food items with conclusion and suggestions. 7. Write an essay of 200 to 300 words. 1. Globalization. 2. Earthquake in Balochistan. 3. World economy. 4. Tolerance. 8. ट्रांसलेट इनटू इंग्लिश. आदमी अपनी किस्मत खुद बनाता है. इसको चाहिए कि मेहनत और लगन से काम करे ताकि वो अपनी जिंदगी में कामयाबी हासिल कर सके. मेहनत इस दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी हकीकत है जिसको झुटलाया नहीं जा सकता. अगर हम माजी पर नजर दौड़ाएं तो मालूम होगा जितने भी अजीम आदमी हुए हैं सब ने मेहनत और हिम्मत से काम लिया और अपनी किस्मत संवारी. Or for foreign students only, write dialogue between two housewives on load shedding.